This morning, but we will bring you constant updates. Up next, Richard catches up with former Savage Garden frontman Darren Hayes.
Entertainment brought to you by Small Mercy's debut single Innocent. Available on CD, online and on your mobile now.
It is 5 minutes to 8. Time now for entertainment with Richard Wilkins in Hollywood.
Thank you very much indeed, Lisa. It's been a while since we've heard from Australian singer Darren Hayes, but that doesn't mean the former Savage Garden frontman hasn't been busy. He released that fly-on-the-wall doco a while back. He signed to a new record label, his own. He married his boyfriend, Richard Cullen, and he's recorded his third solo album. We went on location with Darren exclusively on the set of his brand new video here in Los Angeles to discover that when it comes to creative vision, Darren spares no expense.
You know, this budget is pretty healthy, especially for somebody like me who is, well, an independent artist, really. I've started my own label, and it's funny how you become the record company. In the past, I'd be like, you know, that budget's fine, and we have to fly this person in and that person, and now that I've had to sign off on all the budgets, and I'm like looking at things going, what do you mean that's $600 for those shoes? Do we really need those shoes? You know, I was laughing with the directors the other day saying, I woke up one day and I thought I could either buy a house or shoot a video in LA, and guess which one I chose?
A big decision for any artist, especially when you're also your own record company boss these days. No advances, no big budget to tap into from some multinational corporation picking up the tab.
It really wasn't until I started shopping this album around that I got cold feet, because the questions arose, you know, let's take this record and let's live with it, quote unquote. And I just thought, you know what, I've sold a lot of records and I've paid a lot really for the success that I've had, and I don't know that I could handle giving a major label another album and just leaving it in their hands. And if the first single didn't work, as is often the case, the record just sits on a shelf.
Darren's solo career follows the huge success of Savage Garden. 25 million albums they sold. A hard act to follow in anyone's book. So what's the theme of this new album?
This record is, it's about standing at the edge of a new experience, and instead of being afraid of it, saying, bring it on. This new album is a lot of things, but it's the most personal thing I've ever done. Not just because it's independent, but it's a record about relationship. And this song has a real anthemic vibrancy to it. I can't wait to perform it live. And I'm quite excited to hear it on the radio.
Darren captured headlines a year back when he announced that he'd wed partner Richard Cullen in a civil ceremony. June 20th was the date, which means it's almost anniversary time. Or is it?
Our actual wedding day was a year before the public day, because I proposed to Richard pretty much within minutes of meeting him. I loved him, and I knew I was going to grow old with him. And we got married before the Civil Partnership Act was actually passed. And when we went to Elton John's wedding, and we were sort of secretly married. So it's coming up to 3 years actually that we've I consider us having been married.
While Darren's life and career seem to be all smooth sailing, there's constant speculation that he and Daniel Jones could put the band back together. But Savage Garden seems to be off the radar for once and for all.
We've both individually found our bliss. He's a dad, and I can't even imagine how extraordinary a feeling that must be, but I wish him well, and we've taken very, very different paths in our lives, but I think there's peace. That's good.
And finally, Darren Hayes, when are you coming back here to play some shows?
I haven't told anyone this, but I'll tell you, I'm about to announce Australian tour dates. So I'm coming home at the end of the year with a pretty amazing national tour.
He is always terrific in concert too, so stand by for that. You will hear those dates first here on the Today Show. The album is called This Delicate Thing We've Made, and it's due for release on August the 20th. So there you go, Lisa. Darren well and truly back in business, and I'll be back with Richard Reid in half an hour's time. You have been warned.
Thanks very much, Richard. Look forward to it.